Okay, so that is a very long time. And Granny is back. How y'all percolating? So today, okay, so I'm about to have my 2 week vacation, winter break from public school. And the program where I teach, the children, this was their last physical day in school. Tomorrow they have remote learning from 9 to 1. The remainder of the school has half a day tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. I am ready for this break. And it's mostly because my sisters and my mom and I, we still love getting together and just cut a food. Mama loves um, when this, there's this one baby sister of mine and we get into it. Yeah, we still get into it, but it's all with love though. It's not like we get into it like a knockout, you know, drag out fight or anything. It's just, the little minimal stuff like I'll do something one way and she thinks it should be done another way. And then we'll spat for like 2 seconds and then we'll start cracking up laughing. And mama, she'll just shake her head. She's like, y'all still at it. But yeah, we mostly just pick fun at each other. But it's nothing hostile or malicious or anything like that. But it's all in good fun because we are all different and we all have strong, dominant personalities. Every last one of us. My mom had 3 girls. My dad had 4 girls. And yeah, no one is passive. We may appear to be, but no one is passive. So I don't know how my parents dealt with all of us. And neither one of them are passive either. None. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my dad was Aries sun, Scorpio moon. My mother was Cancer sun, Scorpio moon. You go figure. Neither one of them were passive. And so one of these days, I'm going to have to sit down and tell you guys some stories about my family because it's hilarious. But anyways, today I am going to talk about my healing journey because I think that's important, especially coming from a life of abuse. I have been working on healing for 28 years. Hold on, let me figure it out. I am 54 and I started at 26. Yeah, that is a very long time. 28 years. I kind of figured it was somewhere around in there. 28 years I have been working on it, but most of it was not good. And that's the thing. People think when you're working on your healing from whatever, any kind of trauma, anything from your childhood, adulthood, it doesn't matter. If you're recovering from anything, it doesn't necessarily have to be domestic violence. It could be being bullied. It could be from an illness, anything. A lot of people think that, you know, you do your time with healing and then that's it. No, it's something that it doesn't just go away. You have to really, really work on it. And now, relating to me, I was exposed to abuse as a child. And so I saw a lot of things. I was the oldest child, I was the oldest daughter, put it like that. And so I had this savior complex because I felt like I had to take care of everybody. And so in another video on this Vlogmas, I talked about how because of that, I developed codependency, which is a beast. Oh my gosh. Any of you out there who have dealt with codependency, we need to talk. Because I would like to know how you dealt with it, because oh my gosh, it's been 28 years and I'm still working on it. I really am. I'm much better. I am so much better. But now here's the reason why I started working on it. I was in my early 20s when I started noticing a lot of things, and I became frustrated a lot. And I was tired of being frustrated. I was very tired of being frustrated, and I was burnt out trying to be everybody's engine number 9, and there was one crisis after another. And since I was a child, everyone was so accustomed to me being the strong one. And it's only so long that you could be the strong one. I wasn't really strong. I was the one who could help manage. And a lot of times, what people consider strong is not strong at all. It's more of, here, I have a band-aid. And that's pretty much what codependency does. You just full of band-aids. You don't really come with the answer per se. You just come with a lot of temporary fix. And I was tired of that, because temporary fix, once the fix had expired, there was another leak somewhere else, and I was tired of all these gaskets blowing up, and I had to fix them again because nobody taught me how to heal. I was taught how to protect. That's what I learned. But I was not taught to heal. And so I went on this quest at the age of 26. I was tired of it and I wanted to work on it. So I did. I worked on it, and navigating through it was, yeah, it was something else. I'm going to have to take time to unpack it for you one day, because I am going to talk about it. I've made up my mind this channel is going to be about me disclosing my healing journey and the different things that I went through for why I decided to heal from, my past. And so, yeah, I was tired of repeating patterns like certain people in my life. I was always ending up with people in my life who always had issues, and I had to be the one, or I put it like this, I felt like I had to be the one to get them out of their troubles, their woes, their cares, because I have a nurse's heart. And it's so ironic. I was not even planning this, y'all. This is a Christmas shirt that I wore today. It's like a nurse's Christmas tree. It's a stethoscope. See if I can pull it up high enough. But yeah, that was ironic, and that wasn't even planned. I have a nurse's heart, and I care a lot, and I always want to help people heal. So it was always a part of my destiny to help people heal. And I wanted to know how to do that and not be so tired and not be so draining and not be so frustrated. I was getting all these people in my life, like I said, and I was always the one that was the leader of the group. Like, nobody knew how to manage anything. And I was like, what in the world? But I was tired of that. I was tired of situations in my own life that were reoccurring. And I was like, wait a minute, why is this happening again? It was really getting on my nerves. And once I broke down the why everything kept happening, the common denominator was me. And I was like, I've got to fix this because I don't want this to continue happening. And I also realized it was affecting me physiologically. Like I said, I was always drained, I was always tired, I was always frustrated. And when you're frustrated, there are different things that go on in your body, like your blood pressure can go up. Now, I've never had that issue. I've never had that issue. But what I dealt with was asthma. And I was first diagnosed with asthma. I had an adult onset asthma, and I was first diagnosed at the age of 26. That's when I realized something needs to be done. I just didn't know what needed to be done. I didn't know how to do it. No one ever taught me. No one ever sat me down and had a conversation with me about it. It's just I knew something needed to be done. And so I was like, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what I need to do. I'm going to do it. So at the age of 26, because of everything that I had experienced and I was holding on to so much, I developed asthma. It affected my lungs and I couldn't breathe. And it was so bad, y'all. It was so bad to the point where 2 to 3 times out of the week, I was back in the hospital. I could not breathe. And it was because of all this stuff, not just my traumas, but it was other people's traumas that I was holding on to. And it had such a bad effect on me. And it was wearing my body down. It really was. Now I'm going to cut through because I don't want this to be too long, because some of the other videos I did, it was about 20 some minutes and I don't plan on that tonight. So I'm going to skip all the way through to 2018. 2018 is when I finally had a breakthrough. Let me see. In 2018, how old was I? I'm 54 now. So I was 49. I was 49 years old. And I got to a breaking point in my life. That was also the same year that I ran away from my abusive marriage. And that's when the breakthrough happened. But I had a lot of breakdowns before the breakthrough. And that's typically how life works. You end up with your breakthrough, but you end up going through a lot of breakdowns before you have your breakthrough. And I'm going to do another video one day on that, go into that much further, because that is a lot to unpack just with that little statement I just made. There was so many breakdowns, and the breakdowns were not just from my lifetime. I realized in conversing with a lot of my elders in my family and remembering some of the conversations that I had with some of my relatives who are now ancestors. For instance, my grandparents, my great aunts and uncles, and my much, much older cousins, that I remember some of the things that they were talking about that runs rampant through my family. And I was holding on to all of that stuff because although your ancestors are gone, their blood still runs warm in your vein, and a lot of what they went through is trapped in your body, in your DNA. And a lot of people don't get that. That's a whole nother video. I have so many videos. But anyway, yeah. So I was holding on to a whole lot. But like I said, I got my breakthrough in 2018. Yeah. And when I ran away from my abusive marriage, when I ran away from my marriage, I ran away from everything. I literally saw myself running and leaving everything behind, all the hurt, all the pain, um, everything, everything. And it was so freeing to run away. It really was. It was just absolutely freeing. And I will never regret it. I don't even regret how my life was before I even got to that point. I don't regret any of it. I don't. It was harmful and it was painful, but I would not be the person that I am today if I had not learned from any of it. I learned a lot from all of it. I learned a lot. And this is why I help others through this. And I'm going to continue helping others through this because there are so many of us out there who went through so many traumatic things and we were told to get over it, and we were told to uh, what you went through is no worse than what I went through. It's no worse. Y'all excuse me for stammering a little bit, but Granny is tired. She's worked all day. She's been going since 4 a.m. and it is now uh quarter of 7 p.m. It's a quarter of 7 p.m. So um yeah, it's time for me to go to bed. But anyway, we've been through a lot. It's not just me. It's a lot of us, male and female. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you come from. A lot of us have been through a lot of things, and we need each other. We need each other's support, and that's what I am here for. That is why I am Elegant Granny, because I have some wisdom to share. It may take me a minute to get my words out because I am a writer by nature. And for me, it's important to paint you a picture with my words. That's the reason why my videos end up being so long, because I feel like I need to paint you this picture. The pictures are true, none of them are elaborate. I just have a way with words, and that's just how I express them. But back to my healing journey, where I stand now. I am good. I am good. I still have some things to work on, but I am good. I'm so good. I can't remember the last time I saw my mental health therapist. He's had me on PRN, which is whenever needed, since 2019. Yes, 2019. 2019. He's had me on PRN since, and I still have him on speed dial, if there's such a thing. But his number is really, really close. So if I need him for anything, yeah. My spiritual advisor, yes, I still have her. I'm not getting rid of her. I'm not getting rid of him. Um, and other people in my life that has really helped me to heal. Now, see, when I first started healing when I was 26, I didn't know who to go to. I didn't. I was just winging it, just like a lot of people. I was winging it. And there's a lot of people out here who really want to heal. They don't know how. They don't know where to go to. You can email me at yourgrannyforever@gmail.com and we can talk about it, and I can help point you in the right direction. Or you can click on the call me link, the button, the link, whichever one, the link in the description area, and we can talk about it. Yeah, so because I want you to get the help that you need. There's always someone that can help you. For me, it took mental health therapy, and it also took my spiritual advisor, because to me, spirituality is very important and my mental health is very important. I have always been big advocates of that, of both of those. And so, yeah. So I am good, and I am working on expanding the business to incorporate a lot of stuff because Granny has been doing a lot in the background lately for Elegant Granny, and because she's expanding. Next month, Elegant Granny as a business will be 11 years old. Elegant Granny as Elegant Granny, uh, oh wait, today is the 14th. Wow. Elegant Granny, period. I said period, but just Elegant Granny, that name is 13 years old. I have been Elegant Granny for 13 years. I started as a poet, a traveling poet through Kenius Entertainment, and a public speaker. And I became a business 2 years later. Yeah. So in January, Elegant Granny will be, yeah, 11. Oh my goodness. But anyway, yeah, that's where I stand. I just wanted to give you a little synopsis on my healing journey. And this is why I started this channel, so I could talk about it. I talk about a few other things on here too, but you will hear me talk a lot about healing and the processes that come with that, and some that um, I've seen work, and then there are some that I've seen not work, because I work with a lot of people with some of these processes, and there have been other people who worked with me with some of these, and it depends on who the person is. A lot of things are customized just for that person because there's no cookie cutter to healing. It's not. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go because Granny has some things to do before she go to bed. And I just want you to remember, healing is a continuous process, not a one-shot deal. I love you.